this. Oh, it's that. It's this. Oh, it's that. It's this. It's this.
It's an ACT book.
It's that. What is this?
It's usual students.
What is this?
That's a chord.
What is this? I'd like to. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I just don't like.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just checking what things are. Little wild things are directed by Spike Jones.
Hey, Jake, you want to get up? The audience is watching you.
Because you started recording. I don't wanna. Larry vomited butt.
Oh no, guys. Immediately after...
Don't play this. You
What? What are you doing?
You brought this on yourself.
Oh no.
Did this to yourself.
I'm aware of that.
Then you don't get to complain. One time. He gets to complain about nothing.
I was complaining for your sake, man.
I was doing that by myself.
Welcome back to our show, where we watch bad movies and make fun of them.
Fuck you.
This guy's in such a great mood, isn't he?
My name's not Jake. My name is Anger from Inside Out.
Are you Phyllis Black?
Lewis.
Lewis Black.
Can't forget the name of her. Well, this is a rainy movie, so we gotta get the right mindset.
And we'll be able to do that with this movie's long intro sequence. Because you remember how long Spider-Man 3's intro was. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man 2's is just as long, or if not longer.
I'm just gonna sit over here and eat Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay, guys, if you want to follow along with the movie with us, start now. Or not. Hold on.
Let it buffer.
Technical difficulties. So, let's give our relationship with this movie.
Fuck it.
I grew up loving this movie.
I did too.
And now I hate it.
I do too. I don't know. I mean, we both grew up with it. We both like the Raimi trilogy. I have to say, out of the 3 Spider-Man movies that I hate the most, this one's the best one. But it's the one I hate the most because everybody loves it so much, and everyone hates me for hating it. And I was like, I didn't hate you for liking it, so now you just made me hate it more.
I hate 3 the most, but
3 is definitely the worst. It's just...
I like 1 the best.
If I had to pick the one I like the most, I guess I say yeah, just because of Willem Dafoe. We're trying to find the thing... Okay, wait. Sorry. Apparently, finding a movie from 2004 is incredibly difficult, even though yesterday I watched a movie that came out in 2015. Oh, okay. It started. Oh, good. Why does it have to be instant? Do you really want to... I don't give flying fuckity-duckity how many pixels per inch.
I'll switch back.
You're gonna watch the same shit. Okay, now it's actually starting, because Jacob fucked it up.
Okay, start now. You want to watch it with us?
Music, it's good, I guess. See, this movie's even better than Spider-Man 3, and I sound less enthusiastic. It's not even 1 o'clock in the morning this time, it's only...
And we recorded that at 5 in the morning.
It's only... What time is it right now?
11:23.
Well, we did have to just watch whatever the Jurassic Park The Lost bullshit. At least the special effects in this movie are better than Spider-Man 1. Jesus. Maybe I'll like it this time. I'm kidding. Spiderman 2.
Okay, this opening credit sequence looks awful.
Yeah, because it's just drawings of the cast. I mean,
What even is this?
it's just kind of.
This looks unfinished.
This looks like the concept art of the movie.
This looks unfinished.
It does actually. Wow, Tobey Maguire did not look that good.
That is fan fiction of Tobey Maguire from the first movie.
Oh look, there's the best part about the first movie is Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, that was J.K. Simmons and Willem Dafoe.
And Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, that looked cool, but still, I mean.
Who is Donna Murphy?
I don't know. Look, Willem Dafoe, who's not in this movie, which I'm very sad about. See, Willem Dafoe is so bad in the first movie, it makes me almost like it.
No, he's so bad, he's amazing.
Oh, yeah, but it makes me almost like the movie, but not quite enough to like it. Again, though, this is the best one, but that's what bothers me, I think, about it. There's not as much stupid bullshit as the first and third one, but there's still enough of it for it to be bad. I think, anyway. Wait, did Kep write this one?
Let's see.
Because if it did, we're just doing a fucking David Kep marathon.
No, I'm pretty sure Alvin Sargent wrote this.
Oh.
No,
Dude, there was another Willem Dafoe painting! I want that one even more this time!
No, if I remember correctly, according to like a movie where they Adam's History of Spider-Man review, there were like 5 people or a ton of people that collab wrote this movie, but the Writers Guild gave Alvin Sargent like
Strange story.
Oh.
Alfred Duncan Myers Miller. What? They wrote freaking. Oh wait, screenplay by Alvin Sargent. But the stories guys were the guys who wrote Smallville. What the fuck? Oh god.
And apparently
Saddest credit ever, directed by Sam Raimi. Again,
directed by M. Night Shyamalan and Michael Bay.
Looks at me every day.
Yeah, but Raimi has potential. I don't think they do.
Oh boy, if she only knew how I felt about her. But
I
she
wonder
can
how
never-
I
Oh
feel
yeah,
about
and
this.
I'm gonna spend the
I
next
made a
2
choice
hours
once
wondering
to live
why
a
you
life
just
of
don't tell her.
responsibility. Life she can never be.
Because you end up doing it.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man, given a job.
I thought you were
to do.
Superman.
And I'm Peter Parker. And I too have a job.
Parker! Parker! Stop! Stop! Parker, you're late!
It would have been way funnier if you just plowed into him. Hit me! Hit me! No, instead hit me, just goes, go!
How did you not see that?
21 minutes ago, in comes order.
Was that Raimi's idea of being subtle, just shoving it into his goddamn pocket?
Yeah.
In 8 minutes, I am defaulting on Joe's 29-minute guarantee. Then, not only am I receiving no money for these pizzas, but I will lose the customer forever.
Can we take a
Pizza,
minute to
yeah.
appreciate
Look, you are my
that
only
Raimi
hope,
is
all right?
delivering
Have to make
exposition
it time.
via pizza?
You're a nice guy, but you're just not dependable. This is your last chance.
Because we couldn't have inferred that he was a nice guy but dependable from what's going on here. Or, I don't know, the entire first movie.
Go!
That was perfect.
That is amazing.
I haven't seen this movie in its entirety in years. I still hate it.
You know what the sad thing
I
is?
sound like such an asshole. I'm just, see, this is what...
His boss said you have to go 42 blocks in 7.5 minutes. That is impossible.
Not yet, mathematically, that just doesn't work. Here's the thing. Yeah, this is a pretty accurate description of New York, honestly.
And I get how it's Peter's own fault because he was late for his job, but you've got to have more than one delivery driver, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Why is this Why is this scene shot like it's the climax of another movie? This looks like the climax to
He looks at the
Premium
clock.
Rush.
He wastes time looking at the clock and taking his clothes off.
He stole that guy's pizza!
The extras in these movies. Oh, look. At least the effects are okay. I mean, for 2004, this looks pretty good, actually.
God, the relationship between
Oh my god, the 50s comic book shit.
No, the relationship Peter has with the citizens of New York compared to the Andrew Garfield's relationship with the
terrible.
citizens.
Well, that's what pisses me off about part of this movie, is just like,
Hey, you guys.
freaking...
No playing in the streets.
Yes, Mr.
Is
Spider-Man.
that, like, half of it is, like, trying to be dark and stuff and be, like, a modern superhero movie, but the other half is, like, trying to be, like, the 50s comic book, and it's, like... And
Inconsistent.
Yeah, it feels inconsistent. Everyone is like, oh, Raimi's style is cheesy because he's trying to be like the comic book, and I'm like, but he's not trying to be like the comic book, he's trying to make it dark. but then he also is cheesy, and then if people don't say it's got a weird tone problem, I feel like me talking about this movie is me just saying white noise because everyone loves it, and I'm like the only person who doesn't.
I don't like it.
This is at the very top. This is my number one of movies that I hate that everybody loves.
It's
like,
at the top of mine too.
Yeah, it is my number one because it
I
just
hate this movie.
it's terrible. Wait a minute, was that girl, that receptionist, was that Emily Deschanel?
Why is he wasting time with the brooms?
There has to be a. What are you doing in this movie? Go back to Bones. That's her. Yep, that's her.
Oh, I love her delivery here.
You're late. I'm not paying for those.
I didn't.
New York in a nutshell, ladies and gents.
But the thing is, did you
order them?
Are you the one who ordered them? Why would
Yeah,
you? Why would the person who orders the party expect the receptionist
The
to be
party?
yeah, the one who arranges the party? Why would the desk lady pay for it?
Joe's 29 minute guarantee is a promise, man. I know to you, Parker, a promise means nothing. But to me, it's serious.
Serious.
And I'm gonna be like every Raimi character and tell and not
Please, I
show.
need this job.
You're fired.
But give me another chance.
Dude. See, here's another problem I have with this.
Parker, hello.
So-
You're fired.
Why?
Dogs catching
Peter
frisbees.
can't do this job
Patrons in the
correctly,
park, a couple of
even though he's
thieves
turning into
playing
Spider-Man to
chess.
try to get there
Not
early
now.
enough.
Thinking maybe the bugle could show
So,
another
if a
side.
normal person was in his position, they would be doing worse, because they can't be Spider-Man and be that fast.
I pay you because
So how does the scenario even
I pay you
happen?
because for some reason that psycho Spider-Man will pose for you.
Spider-Man won't let me take any more.
Anyway, let's enjoy the good
Turn
part
the
of this
whole city
movie.
against him.
J.K.
That I'm
Simmons.
very proud of. Now, get your pretty little portfolio off my desk before I go into a diabetic coma.
Boss, west of the line, said you left.
Can I just
Thanks for
watch
the good
him on a 2-hour
Jason,
loop?
please, isn't there any of these shots you
Give
can
him
use?
an
I really
Oscar.
need the money.
Oh wait, he won one for Whiplash.
Miss
Never
Brent,
mind.
Yes.
give me a violin. 5 minutes to deadline, Tony.
Get me a violin?
Ribs and chicken.
Who
Here's the headline. Food poisoning scare sweeps city.
Some food got poisoned?
See, when people get on me for being all like,
Alright,
"Oh,
let's
you're not
switch
giving the
gears.
movie enough credit. You just need to be like more like a kid." And I'm like a kid with J.K. Simmons. He's hilarious. He doesn't make any sense, but he's funny, and I don't care. Why can't the rest of the movie be like
I'll
this?
take care of it. I'll give you 150.
300.
That's outrageous. Done. Give this to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love him so much.
Hey, Pete.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Watch this.
I don't think this covers the advance I gave you a couple weeks ago.
Why would you be giving him an advance in the first place?
See, this is what kills me too. She is a character in all of the movies.
Chin up, okay?
Like, who is she? What does she do? Where does she come from? And why is she so prevalent in all of these movies?
She's the
She's the receptionist, yeah, but it's like, she's in a lot of the movies to be a nobody character. She's got more screen time than some of the main characters in Spider-Man 3.
like Venom.
She does have more screen time than Venom.
Hey, wow. Dr.
And also, by the way, can I
Sorry.
point out how
Where
poor
were you headed,
Raimi's directing
Parker?
is that until Spider-Man 3, I had no idea he had a missing arm.
See me standing here?
Look at that!
Trying.
You can clearly
Like,
see his
here-
hand is in that coat.
Like, it's like Charlize Theron's edited out arm in Mad Max Fury Road.
No.
This is not.
You know, like he's just hiding his hand in his
No,
coat.
I know.
But
like,
in the amazing,
but,
in the Amazing Spider-Man, the way they edited out his arm was they
Perfect.
placed like a green screen, green
Yeah.
sock on his arm. And they used that to edit it out.
Well, still, I mean, that's what I'm saying, is that Charlize Theron's edited out arm in Mad Max Fury Road looks absolutely incredible. Like, I never even once was like, oh yeah, she doesn't have an arm.
Parker. Get it done, or I'm failing you.
I love how this movie starts out and everyone's just like, fuck Tobey Maguire. That's the best, that's the most enjoyable part of the whole trilogy to me, just because I don't like him. That's, when it comes down to it, the reason I don't like the Spider-Man movies is just because of Tobey Maguire. I
And
don't think
Kirsten Dunst.
her too, but see, when your main actor isn't good, then I don't get behind it. I don't think I've seen a movie, a superhero movie, where I think the hero was more miscast. Everyone's like, oh, Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern. I'm like, for Hal Jordan, are you fucking kidding me? He plays that character in every movie. He's perfectly casted.
Hi, MJ.
I think that Tobey Maguire is the worst superhero casting decision anyone ever made, with the exception of Shaquille O'Neal and Steel, but that movie's a joke
Read a
anyway.
great review.
Fine.
Tobey Maguire at least tries, albeit not very hard.
Harry sent me roses.
So where you been, pal? You don't return the calls.
Again,
I've
why does
been
James
busy.
Franco talk like he's a 5-year-old?
No, Jake, the worst casting decision is Topher Grace's Venom.
Unless you see of that
I mean,
man
as a
better.
superhero.
Now, let's
Like,
all go
Harry's like,
into the other room.
like when Spider-Man 3 when he was just
It's like
like...
Mark Wahlberg in The Happening.
Yeah, but worse! When Harry, at the beginning of the movie, he's all intimidating and all Count of Monte Cristo mustache twirly, and then he gets amnesia and he's just like, "Hi there, MJ." And then now here he's just like, "How's it going, Pete?" And it's just like,
We're actually
who
funding
are you?
And I love the moment when he's just like,
writing paper.
I wrote a play for you in high school, MJ.
You'd introduce me. Bet.
Not to mention,
Put Oscorp
like,
on the map and away my fucking
Someone was
dream.
in love with a girl they barely talked to and then wrote a play for them. What?
Waiting for you, pal.
Like,
What do you mean?
I've had feelings for women a lot that they did not share with
I
me
don't have time
in the
for
past
girls
in
right
high
now.
school, and I did not write plays about them. I was never that creepy. I was only slightly creepy.
In what way?
There's something about these movies that makes me very
I want us to be
vindictive.
friends,
It's
man.
because
I want
everyone
us to trust
assumes that
each
I'm a
other.
bad movie critic because I don't like these movies.
If you
and
knew
everybody
who it
else
was, would you
does.
tell me?
See, and there's another thing about this movie that bugs the hell out of me, is that it goes straight from being like, oh, it's Peter's birthday party, it's supposed to be a happy scene, and then all of a sudden Harry's just like, angst. Like, what a
And the thing-
shitty friend. He's an, like, no one in this, like, nothing in these movies makes any sense relationship-wise. I don't know why Toby likes MJ so much, because she's so boring and flat and whatever.
And the thing is, like,
I don't know why
Harry was,
and-
it was just like, hey Pete, happy birthday, where's my father's killer?
Exactly. It's like Harry and Peter, I don't know why they're friends, because Harry just seems to use Peter and then bitch at him for forever about Spider-Man and being the photographer.
And why were they even friends in the past? It makes no sense because Toby loved science and was a photographer, and Harry was an idiot who flunked out of private schools. I don't buy that they're friends.
The only relationship that I buy remotely is Aunt May and Peter, and that's only because Aunt May is Rosemary Harris.
I buy the
It's because she's like every
Dude, no.
person's-
The most convincing relationship in the movie is the relationship between the audience and J.K. Simmons.
Okay, that's true. But like, Jesus, I just can't, like, no part of these movies is kinetic for me. And everybody shits on the Amazing Spider-Man for being formulaic, and it's like, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man was formulaic, but you know what it had? Heart. I could actually buy the relationships in that movie because they made fucking sense.
Like
In the
Andrew Garfield and
context-
Aunt May and Sally Field
Yeah, but
and Martin
like,
Sheen.
those relationships made sense within the context of their own movies. These relationships make no context, no contextual sense.
They're it's that way because it was like that in the comics.
For God's sake, it's not much. Now take it.
That is the most genuine acting you will see in this entire movie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it.
It's just that I miss your
I'll give credit to this movie too. I don't think she really did a great job in the first movie. Like, she was there, but I mean, Rosemary Harris didn't do anything spectacular with the first movie or the third movie. Here, I actually think she does a decent job. She sells herself
The
well.
one responsible for what happened.
You know what's
Oh,
sad?
we have to hammer in the responsibility thing. Do you remember that yet? Because you're stupid, we have to remind you.
Everyone shits on you for not liking these movies. Like a lot of
you.
a lot of
But
people,
mostly me.
a lot of people at our school that love these movies shit on you for not liking them. But when I say I don't like them either, they for some reason don't give a shit.
It's probably just, I don't know. You know what? Who even cares?
Because
let's watch another subplot in this movie that goes nowhere. See, I haven't seen this movie in like a solid 6 years. 7 years, probably. Same.
Wait, okay. Why would you willingly stay behind at your abusive parents' house that you wanted to get away from, all to just say,
Even though she
hey,
has a successful modeling career.
Really kind of
All
Like,
di-
she's the poster girl of this, like, whatever L'Oreal bullshit. Like, you clearly have enough money to the point where you can get away, so why are you here?
oh, because she wanted to say hey to Peter when he takes out the garbage.
Oh boy, yeah.
Delivery of that line! Oh, Lord, he's giving me the vapors.
Oh boy.
God.
Okay, at least
Okay, he looks like he's gonna cry here.
at least this, unlike the Lost World, actually gives us some material.
I guess.
Do you want to see something?
It just makes me like, again, it's picking between Jurassic Park 2 and 3. Are you going to be bored or angry? Here, I'm angry. Lost World, I'm bored. If we were watching Jurassic Park 3, I'd be angry instead of bored.
I'd be laughing hysterically at Jurassic Park 3, how
There
awful it
are
is.
parts, but
I was angry and
mostly-
bored at Lost World.
I was angry how bored I was. And bored at how angry I was. God, what? You can just... Does Tobey Maguire blink ever, or is he an alien from Men in Black? Blink. We'll do it once. Do it one time. Do it one time. You fake blinked. Do it one time. One time. One blink. Give me a blink. I'm convinced Tobey Maguire is an alien from Men in Black.
This movie needs some Chris Nolan.
What? Why Christopher Nolan? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. Christopher Nolan's an awesome director, but... Wow, like, how far are we into the movie right now?
I'm seeing somebody now.
16.
We are 16 minutes into this movie, and it has been nothing but
I like
consecutive, let's make Peter feel like a shithead.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm
Let's,
seeing
like,
someone.
and not to mention, she's like, I'm gonna blatantly flirt with you for 2 minutes, and then say I'm seeing someone, and then Peter's gonna act like he's not hurt. Like, see, I feel bad.
She's trying to throw it in his face that she's seeing someone in order to get him to make a move.
Yeah, and it's just like,
I'm
you
gonna
really,
come see your play tomorrow night.
like, I don't know.
You're coming?
I'll be there.
Oh, God.
Don't disappoint me.
Wow! What an overbearing bitch. Don't disappoint me. Have I, like, even when it's something that really mattered to me, I have never said that to anybody. Like, even when I was angry, I've never been like, don't disappoint me. Like, damn.
Rand!
Oh,
The other good part of this movie.
I love this guy.
Hi.
He's another random
Right.
character, but
What's
I
that?
like him.
Can I spend it?
I have a paycheck due this week, and
You're a month late again. Again.
I promise as soon as I
These promises were crackers, my daughter.
This guy acts,
I'm really sorry,
this
Mr.
guy
David.
acts more
All he
in
does is
4
punish the
shots
rest
than
of the
Tobey
week.
Maguire does in a whole movie.
Sorry doesn't pay the rent. And don't try to sneak past me. I have ears like a cat and eyes like a rodent.
Thanks, Mr. Dick.
He acted better than Alfred
Hi,
Molina
Pete.
there. How did you do that? What is with this Russian Gestapo music? I'm so done.
And also,
God, I forget.
what
how
happened
much...
to the shared apartment Peter had with Harry in the last movie?
Again, this is a movie where the first 20 minutes is literally nothing but shitting on the hero, and it's supposed to be like, make me feel bad. And I don't care.
Again, I've talked about this extensively with you, but what happened to the apartment he and Harry had in the first film?
It just completely just blows over it. Like, everything in
Did
these movies...
Harry just, like, when after his father died, did he just move back into his own mansion and was just like, hi, Harry, bye, Peter, I'm moving back into my father's mansion, you're living on the streets now, goodbye, you're a good friend.
Everyone just exists within the context of their own movies. Like, I don't understand why Spider-Man never attempted to explain what happened with Harry's dad. I never understood what happened, why Peter got this piece of shit apartment.
Wait,
why
hold
he's
on.
Not just living with Aunt May.
Rent?
Again, I don't...
But again, why doesn't
Doctor?
why doesn't
Hold
Harry...
on, it's the only good actor in this
Nobel
movie.
Prize,
Hold on, just
Otto.
wait.
Nobel Prize. We'll all be rich. It's not about the prize.
Yeah.
Larry.
Can you spell laziest exposition ever?
He's my good friend.
Why doesn't Harry
God,
just invite Peter?
Raimi, Christ.
Peter
Why,
Parker.
again, people praise this director
Writing a
up
paper
one
on you.
place and down the
Yes,
other.
I know
I
what
love
you're
Evil
doing,
Dead 2
but
and
I
Army
really
of
don't
Darkness
have
as
to
much as the
talk to
next guy, but
students right now.
Christ almighty.
But
Raimi
Oscar
is
pays
worse
the
than
bills,
Nolan
so
is with
right.
exposition,
So I
because
have
at
to
least
take off.
Nolan's
Board meeting.
exposition
My job
means
is
something.
done.
And it's
Two
interesting.
geniuses together. Good luck tomorrow.
Why doesn't Harry invite
God,
Peter?
Harry does not have a consistent line in his...
in Sweden.
Why doesn't Harry just invite Peter to live with him in his mansion?
Interesting fellow, your friend.
Here, let's
I won't take much of
watch
your
some
time.
genuine
Now I
acting.
remember you. You're Connor's student. Tells me you're brilliant.
See, Spider-Man 2
He
is
also
not
tells me
a
you're lazy.
superhero movie. It is a tragedy.
Trying to do
You want to know
better.
why it's a
Being
tragedy?
brilliant's not enough,
Is because
young
the
man.
first 25
You have to
minutes of
work
this
hard.
movie that has Alfred Molina in it
Intelligence is not a
is him
privilege,
acting
it's a
well.
gift.
The second he becomes
You
Dr.
use it for the
Octopus,
good of
he acts
mankind.
horribly.
Even then, I wouldn't even argue in the first
So,
25 minutes he's doing that good of a job.
He does a
My
suitable
design
job.
is
He does an
initiating
okay
sustained
job.
He's the best actor in the movie, but that's not saying much at all.
Yeah, it's like
Sympathetic.
J.K. Simmons did a better job than
J.K.
him.
Simmons does do a better job, although
Mr. Dikovich
I mean-
did a better job.
I mean, as an actor, I think Alfred Molina is the best actor of any of the actors in this ensemble.
What happened to Mr. Dikovich? Why didn't that actor go anywhere?
He's been in stuff before. He's a character
Sure,
actor.
you can stabilize the fusion.
Oh, I'm sure people might yell at us for
Peter, what have we been
ignoring
talking about
his
the last
villain
hour and a
motivation.
half?
Guys, we've seen this movie enough times to know what's
It's my
happened.
life's work.
I just,
Like,
I
this
certainly
part
know
of the
the
movie, like, right
consequences of
here
the
of him
slightest
talking to
miscalculation.
Octavius
Sorry,
is fine.
question.
But the rest of the movie
Rosie, our new friend
ruins
thinks
this
I'm gonna
part.
blow up
Like,
the
this
city.
part is a good scene.
You can sleep
It just
soundly.
craps on it.
Otto's done his homework. Come to the demonstration tomorrow and you'll see for yourself.
Oh, yeah, you'll see.
You need to sleep soundly.
You know what I'm gonna
Did
see?
Edison
A
sleep
piece of
before he
glass
turned on the light?
flying into my
Did
eye.
Marconi sleep before he turned on the radio? Did Beethoven sleep before he wrote the Fifth?
Did Bernoulli sleep before he found the curves of quickest descent?
Don't be a kiss ass.
Rosie,
Did
I love
Shyamalan
this
sleep
boy.
before he wrote Lady in the
Peter, tell
Water?
us about yourself.
I don't think
Do you have a
Shyamalan sleeps.
girlfriend?
I think he's some
Uh,
benevolent Lovecraftian horror.
I don't really know.
Why does he say
Maybe it's a
everything with this
Love should never be a
weird
secret.
grin? Like, he doesn't
You keep something
smile with
complicated.
teeth ever.
They asked him if he had a girlfriend,
and he's
said,
like, I don't know.
I finally got lucky.
If you have to question yourself, the answer's probably no.
I mean, I remember The Unusual...
She said
I
she's
met him
seeing
on the
someone.
college steps and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. He was studying science.
I mean,
and I was
someone else already
studying
made this
physics.
joke, but
That's
does his
right, I
right
was trying
hand
to
count?
explain the theory of relativity. And Rosie was trying to explain T.S. Eliot. I still don't understand what he was talking about.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Yes, you do.
serious. T.S. Eliot is more complicated than advanced science.
Can I watch a movie about Otto Octavius and his wife?
Feeder poetry.
It's more interesting.
Poetry.
Him talking about Albert Einstein and T.S.
Never
Eliot is
fails.
way more interesting than anything that happens in this movie.
Oh, I forgot this shot. Sam Raimi's version of... Why did he check out that many books on poetry? He
And
says...
Romeo and Juliet? Wait, hold on. This-
Hair was like the sunshine. He gazed upon her.
Day by day, he gazed upon her. Day by day. Oh, can't forget that later. One moment. Day by day, he gazed upon her. Day by day. God, I hate that when that's reincorporated later. It is horrible.
Oh, God. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty.
Sure, that's what it was.
This movie's attempt at humor.
How did you not know that was going to happen? Have you never done laundry before? Why are you surprised at this?
I mean, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 reused that joke, but did it better.
I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire is in that good of shape. I don't really buy it. What's this music? What happened to Danny Elfman's music?
It's not here. But wait, look at this. He puts the Spider-Man suit on the hanger, and he clearly didn't put it on under...
Okay, I'm less concerned about that than with the actual substance of what this movie's getting at. Like, even this music in the bathroom, the background is like, in the background, it's like, so obviously in the shot of the the Spider-Man suit next to his normal suit, it's supposed to be like, get it? Because he's conflicted about his identity as being either Spider-Man or Peter Parker. It's like, everyone treats it like it's this nuanced, really well-done thing. It's like, it's so obvious. Like, any director could do that. I could put a suit and a superhero suit in the same shot, and would people say I'm being artsy? No. Oh, look, it's the best part of every Spider-Man movie, Bruce Campbell.
And also,
Okay, Bruce Campbell was literally in like 2 seconds of one shot, never mind.
Seems jittery
but no, but I mean like,
You never know who's coming.
whatchamajig. Oh, this shot.
What's the reason he gives up? Oh, does he just find like crime or something? Like, what? That
He didn't have enough
dude,
money.
like, yeah, I get it, but like, I feel like Raimi is literally just hitting me with a dunce cap, just being like, do you get how poor he is? Do you get how funny it is? Oh God, who drives like this? He looks like
Oh God, this
this.
scene.
My God, seriously, these movies. What is it with?
Wait. Watch the reaction with the extras.
Eat your vegetables.
How'd you do that?
Work out, plenty of rest. You know, eat your green vegetables.
That's what my mom is always saying. I just never actually believed her.
Why do we get Beckett to say Spider-Man? I believe that. Like,
You know, one of those child actors later went on to be on Shake It Up.
my level of caring. So, like, But here's another problem I have with these movies, is that they have, like, this dark, like, almost Nietzschean villain.
Oh wait, this
and, like,
part.
Yeah. But, like, you have this dark villain, and then you alternate between that and literally, like, Adam West Batman. Like, this is what happens in Adam West Batman. Oh, God. This girl.
Go, Spidey, go!
Okay, crazy eyes. Wow, this looks good. Again, cinematography in this movie is pretty good.
You know what we didn't even think about? Peter Parker.
See, look,
he specific.
that even kind of makes like Amazing Spider-Man be like, come on, step it up, because that looks just as good. Again, though, I would still. Whoa, okay, maybe not that part. That just looked like snot.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 looks better than this, but the first Amazing Spider-Man.
No, it rivals
His
it.
voice alone inspires one with absolute credulity. Then you think we should forgive them?
Okay, so how
Yes.
how did she know that that was where
I mean,
Pete
no.
would be seeing? Like, what if he was somewhere else? How did, like, that one seat was empty?
You park there.
How did you know
I'm
that was
going.
Peter's?
Whatever. Shoelace.
Okay, can
Wait,
we...
with Bruce Campbell.
No. That car was full of bullet holes and shattered glass. And the cop was like,
Can I
you
help?
park it here, we're gonna tow it. It had like 100 bullet holes.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
He should be
No one
arrested.
will be seated after the doors are closed.
It helps maintain the illusion.
I love how this shot is
Miss
angled to show
Watson,
Bruce Campbell being
she's a
like
friend
the
of
most
mine. She asked me to
authoritarian
come.
thing
But not
in the
to come
world.
late.
Why was he not a Spider-Man villain?
You know what?
Dude, can you imagine if he was Otto Octavius? I would love this movie.
Okay, he had to take his clothes off and throw in the middle of the street to get his Spider-Man suit on, and how are they perfectly intact in this?
Oh no, I like this. This is my favorite character. This lady. I used to do this all the time with my friends. Spider-Man does whatever.
But you see my point.
Yeah, I know I am. But like, him reacting to her going up an octave was actually the most genuine acting I've seen from Tobey Maguire in my entire life.
Also, he specifically stated that he's not going to tell MJ how he feels because of his role as Spider-Man. Doesn't want her to have to get involved with that. But then he rents like 50 books on poetry to practice to tell her how he's going to him that he likes her, but he's not going to because of the Spider-Man.
Again, this whole movie being this juggling, balancing act of it's Romeo and Juliet. No, it's supposed to be the Dark Knight. No, it's supposed to be this. No, it's supposed to be that. And I'm like, it's like 4 Shakespeare plays, and it's trying to be the Dark Knight.
It's like Disney claiming the Lion King is Hamlet and Lion King 2 is Romeo and Juliet with lions.
I don't think that they claimed either of those things. I think people just made those comparisons. I'm so uninterested in that character. You know, everybody's favorite character, J. Jonah Jameson's son. Yeah, you didn't know he was J. Jonah Jameson's son? Yeah, neither does anybody else. Because he's that uninteresting. He was supposed
Not
to
only
bring
is he
back
Jane Jameson's son, but he's an astronaut
He was
and
supposed to bring back the symbiote in Spider-Man 3, and what is happening here? Why is he doing this? Why did he do that? He didn't see there was no crime.
no, he's pissed off that he's with MJ, so he's
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
know, but he just decided to swing on...
yeah, because that's how he's gonna relent his anger.
I guess, like, but he's not, though. That's not a plot point. That would have been an interesting plot point.
Wait,
Instead, we
watch
get the
this.
dumb losing power shit, which is so stupid. Oh my god. Why do people think that? Why do people let this slide? Like, honestly, why do people let this slide? Everyone's like, oh, this movie's the best Spider-Man movie ever, it's the best Superman movie, or superhero movie ever. And it's like, if this plot point of a character not being with the woman he loves and making him lose his superpowers was in any other superhero movie, you'd think it was stupid. It's just what I was talking about earlier when people liking these movies just because they're directed by Sam Raimi. And I know that's not everybody, you know, I don't want to throw out accusations or anything, but I'm saying a lot of people love these movies just because they like Sam Raimi. They do not love them because of what is in the movie. They blatantly ignore problems with them. This movie especially. Even though I love this scene. This scene is great.
No, this scene's amazing.
I love how totally nonchalant this guy is. He's so just like, I just got my basset hound. I mean, yeah.
Cool Spidey outfit. Thanks.
It's up in the crotch a little bit.
Where'd you get it? I made it.
Oh shit, you made it.
Looks uncomfortable. It gets kind of itchy. It rides up in the crotch a little bit too.
This guy's great. Can he be the Spider-Man villain? That was... This is brought to you by another pointless moment. But
Wait,
okay,
how did he find his bike?
Say,
The criminals ran over it a few scenes ago and he left it behind, and yet he finds it in the
Spider
street.
senses. Okay, first of all, wow, subtle, Raimi. Really subtle. No one... That doesn't happen, by the way. There's not just a million faces of Kirsten Dunst anywhere. Second of all, that scene actually demonstrates a problem. I don't buy him in the Spider-Man suit. I never buy Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man suit. I just don't.
Hi, it's me.
Him being this awkward little dweeb, and
Hi,
him being
MJ.
Spider-Man just
This
don't...
is Peter.
It clashes with me.
I was
I
on
don't
my way
see it
to your
happening.
show.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Kirsten Dunst is the most unlikable
was on
character
my
ever. I
bike.
hate her so much. It's worse in Spider-Man 3, but here she's just vindictive and mean. I hate her.
yeah, the person you're not dating, something came up when he couldn't make your play, even though you're gonna do the play again tonight.
And again, like, you know, I'm gonna harp on Tobey Maguire as much as I damn well please, because I don't think he's a good actor, but, like, at least he's given material here that he tries and fails, but tries with, whereas Kirsten Dunst is just like, I'm an apathetic bitch the entire time.
Being someplace
You know,
in
90s
Clark
basic
become-
bitch.
Also, MJ,
Actually, there was
I don't know
this
if this is
obnoxious
just the way the
usher.
camera is shot, but
Somebody has to talk to
either
that usher.
tighten or buy a new bra. It looks like your boobs are practically where your belly button is. That doesn't work like that, by the way. Just, you know, letting you know, Kirsten, that, you know, you might want to fix that, because it looks weird. You just wasted a quarter, nice job.
Because, like, wait.
Here it is. I'm Spider-Man.
I really want someone to be right behind him.
Weird,
And
huh?
just be like...
I
See,
wonder
like,
why
this
I
is
can't
at
be
least a
with you.
decent dilemma in the movie, but, like,
If
why
my
can't it just be that?
Enemies.
Like, why does he have to lose his powers?
Found out about
Why does
you.
there have to be this dumb physical manifestation thing?
And the movie doesn't
it's-
even explain why
No,
he
the movie
lost the
doesn't-
house.
The movie never even
Myself.
tries to explain it. But in the Spider-Man 3, when she, like, sort of quasi-breaks up with him, nothing happens.
It's because he has the black suit on, Jake.
I don't... That's stupid.
And then he dates Gwen Stacy and Betty
There
Brant.
shouldn't be so many justifications in these movies. It's dumb. It's dumb.
It's just bad, lazy writing.
It is lazy, right? Wow, why was that 60 frames per second for, like, 2
Ladies and
seconds?
gentlemen,
That's weird.
My wife Rosie and I
Oh,
would like
hey.
to welcome
Decently
you this
enjoyable
afternoon.
scene.
But first, before we start, has anybody lost a large roll of $20 bills in a rubber band? Because we found the rubber band.
See? Bad jokes. Wow, Peter was genuinely laughing at it, but everyone else was pity laughing at it.
But thank
Oh,
you.
he just admitted it was a terrible
Yeah,
statement.
exactly.
You will witness the birth of a new fusion-based energy source. Safe, renewable energy, and cheap electricity for everyone. And now let me introduce
See-
my assistants.
Here,
Oh,
here's
God,
my
this
here is
part.
my biggest problem with this movie. Is Otto Octavius. And everybody asks me, what are you talking about? It's one of the best villain performances ever. And it's like, they do such a good job of just doing a simple, brilliant mind villain, which I totally like, you can go along with, and it's like, oh, so he needs these to help to control it. And then just wait. Here's where we get to the bullshit. By the way, the music's so great in this movie, so... This bullshit right here. First of all, I love the effects. They're cool. Second of all, listen to this explanation here. I hate this so much for so many different reasons. I don't know why...
Look at his face!
I don't even know why Raimi bothered writing this into the script, because it would have been a better movie without it. But, I mean, I will admire here, like, I don't know how much of this is CGI and how much of this is practical, which is good. I mean, is this a bit cheesy here? Yes, but it's definitely not as bad as it is going to get.
These smart arms are controlled by my brain through a neural link. Nanowires feed directly into my cerebellum, allowing me to use these arms to control fusion reaction in an environment no human hand could enter.
Doctor, if the artificial intelligence in the arms
Okay.
is advanced as you suggest,
No
would that
one.
make you vulnerable?
Repeat.
All right, you are.
Wait.
No one.
This inhibitor chip to
First of
protect
all,
my higher brain
when
function.
she raised her hand,
Means I maintain
when
control
in
of
the
these
blue
arms.
hell did he say
Instead of
anything
them
about artificial
controlling
intelligence? He never
And now on to the
once
main event.
mentioned anything about it even being there. And then she's like, what if the artificial intelligence in the arm he just explained and said, and I quote, the inhibitor chip will prevent the AI in the arms from overriding my brain. Before, he said they are like wired to him through a neural link to his brain.
Precious tritium.
If he's controlling them with his brain, why do the bots need artificial intelligence? That is the stupidest thing ever. Why?
Because
And then he's like, oh, well, if I put artificial intelligence in it, they might override my brain. Okay, then he develops a thing not designed for it. If he knows that there's the potential of the arms to override his brain...
don't put AI in it!
And that's the thing. Before that woman asked, he didn't say anything about artificial intelligence. Not once. He said they were controlled by his brain.
Just inconsistent, lazy writing.
And everyone's just like, well, it doesn't matter why. And I'm like, first of all, yes, it does. That's bullshit. You're just not looking at it. But it's like, why not? That is such a stupid, easy flaw. But like, and then later it gets even worse. Just Count B.D. Wong.
Doctor, we have a successful fusion
Alright,
reaction.
and you know, I get the point is like, oh, you have a fusion reaction. Okay, in reality, guys, like everyone in that room is dead.
Breakthrough beyond your father's dreams. Thank you.
We're producing
Why did
1,000
he
megawatts
thank him?
surplus.
I think he's an asshole for saying that. You're like, if your father was alive, he never would have done this. Asshole.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Nowhere
Okay,
near.
that was a pretty cheesy line, but you know what? Alfred Molina sold it. It's a shame that he got to act well for 2 seconds.
No, Father in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood did a better job of selling that
that's
line.
true. He didn't even say anything. He just had it. He was just like, it's here.
Everyone would be everyone's.
See, that's the thing. Father in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is Otto Octavius done correctly. I like.
Everyone's faces should be melting off from the heat of the sun.
No, that's very true. I get that. That's like, okay, whatever. Science mumbo jumbo. How does Harry not know Peter Spider-Man in this movie? Holy shit, this is so stupid.
He's just like, Pete, what are you
Well,
doing?
I like how Otto Octavius is like, don't worry, this is just a spike, and then like people are gonna die. Why did she run towards the stuff?
Wait, I love this.
Oh my god, Harry.
This doesn't change anything.
Why do you just assume he killed your father?
What are you doing? Pulling the plug!
Harry's motivation in this movie is so ungodly stupid.
Yeah, just stand there and watch
really,
the blast
but, like,
thing.
but even then, it's like, God, this movie tries to be dark, like, in moments like this, and it's like, yeah, it took her that long to fall down.
Subtle.
Oh, no, yeah, it's like, why couldn't, okay, see, here's the thing, it's just like, I'm complaining about the inhibitor chip and him going crazy, and it's like, here's my problem with that plot line, is that his wife dies. Okay, why can't his wife dying be the primary character motivation here? Because if his wife died and then he went crazy, I would be like, yeah, that would probably make somebody go crazy after your life's work, and then your wife dies. But no, the movie justifies his actions by saying that he's crazy because of the arms, because he does a bunch of illogical, dumb bullshit.
Like, the arms tell him to do, the artificial intelligence in the arms takes over his mind.
But it's like, why? Why have that? If you wrote the script tighter, this would...
I have nothing left except Spider-Man.
He saved your
What?
life, sir.
He humiliated me by touching me.
Strasbourg,
Harry's character is so whatever the script needs it to be. Okay, whoa. Okay. She supposedly died from glass going into her face. Her face was fine. What? Like, nothing was wrong with her. Her face shouldn't even be there.
Oh
As you
look,
can
this
see,
is when
molten metal
Raimi reminds
penetrated
you
the
that he
spinal
directed The
cavity
Evil Dead.
and fused the vertebra at multiple points, including the lamina and the roof of the spinal column. We won't know the extent of the damage until we get in there, so I suggest we cut off these mechanical arms, slice up the harness, and if need be, consider a laminectomy with posterior
Raimi,
spinal
you just
fusion
couldn't help
from
yourself.
C7T1 to T12.
I'll still
We're
say it's a
ready,
good
Doctor.
scene until the end, but you know, enjoy it for what it is.
Yet it doesn't belong in this movie.
That's the thing with this movie. It's just like enjoy it. This is what you have to say. Enjoy it for what it is. See, like this scene is actually fantastic, but the very end ruins it.
But even despite the fact that it is fantastic, despite the ending, what the hell is it doing here?
That's very true. Again, like I said earlier, it tries to be dark, yet it also tries to be Adam West Batman. Why else? No one else noticed that. Okay, whatever. Oh god, people mugging at the camera kills me. But still, the scene is cool, so I'll forgive it. Like, this is... See, it would fit if he was this dark throughout the whole movie. But he isn't. Like, it's... Like, the scene is really intimidating and established that he's a really threatening villain. And it's decently directed, too. Hey, I directed Evil Dead. Look, I directed Evil Dead. Again, it's a good scene, I won't say anything.
What do they do? Do they just bump him in the head?
I don't know, I guess they, like, the implication is that they did something to
They
him.
just-
clearly.
did they just bump him in the
They
head?
had to stab him or do something, I guess. Here we go, we're gonna ruin it with a cheesy over-the-top scream.
No,
Why
no.
not?
The magic, Jake. This scene is amazing.
God. This movie's a masterpiece. You just summarized my feelings towards this movie.
The arms were screaming with him.
Get a shirt, man. I like his musical theme.
Hey, Alfred
But then again, that's because Danny Elfman did the music, and Danny Elfman makes any soundtrack the best thing ever. The music in Red Dragon is amazing. It's just Danny Elfman did it. Every Tim Burton movie, Danny Elfman did it.
What is it that James Newton Howard that has with Shyamalan?
Unbreakable score was really good.
No, I mean, like, what relationship do they have that makes
I
him
don't know,
keep
I
coming
guess they
back?
just pay him a lot. I think it's funny that he just like finds this place and just
And no one else
no one ever
thinks.
comes by it.
No one ever
once.
thinks to go there.
Nope. It's just there.
It's all over town, Robbie. Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky. Crazy scientist turns himself into some kind of a monster. 4 mechanical arms welded right onto his body. Guy named Otto Octavius winds up with 8 limbs. What are the odds? Hoffman!
See, the scenes with J.K. Simmons really make me want to be one of the people that loves this movie.
Science squid?
Crap.
Doctor Strange.
That's pretty good. But it's taken. Wait, I got it. Dr. Octopus.
But I like it.
Of course you do. Dr. Octopus. New villain in town. Doc Ock.
Genius.
What are you looking for, a raise? Get out.
Chief, I found Parker.
Where you been? Looking for you all morning. Why don't you pay your phone bill? Mad scientist goes berserk and we don't have pictures.
I heard Spider-Man was there.
Where were you? Photographing squirrels?
What was
You're
that
fired.
shot?
Chief, the planetarium.
Suspicious
Oh,
black
you're
man
on
is
fire. I need you. Come
suspicious.
here. What do you know about high society?
Oh, well,
Don't answer that. My society photographer got hit in the head by a polo ball. You're all I got. Big party for an American hero. My son, the astronaut.
Can we think about that
Could you
for a
pay me in
second?
advance?
He got hit in the head with a polo ball?
It's my favorite movie laugh of all time.
I'm not even kidding. That's my favorite movie
You
line.
serious? Pay you for what? Standing there? The planetarium tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. There's the door.
What was with that
What that scene
transition?
transit? I was gonna say, like, what?
It's just as bad as all the wipe
Oh,
scenes from
God.
the prequels.
Oh, here we go. The arms are droopy because he's sad.
But the arms are supposed to be controlling him right now.
It's supposed to be. Oh,
This movie is awful.
this movie.
And these monstrous things should be at the bottom of the river,
Nice foreshadowing, by the way.
along with me.
Subtle.
Yeah, again, nice foreshadowing. Dude, you don't need to monologue to the audience. We know all of this stuff. Again, exposition, Raimi. Thank you.
Something in my head.
No.
The music here is great.
Something talking.
See, if all of this was coming from his brain, and he wasn't saying it out loud, that would be really cool.
Gone.
Like that part in Age of Ultron where you hear Jarvis and Ultron talking, it would be like that.
Rebuild. No. Peter was right.
Wait.
I miscalculated.
Did Peter ever say that?
No, he's angry face.
I miscalculated.
And now,
See, this is the thing. Sam Raimi turns every villain into Willem Dafoe. This is just Alfred Molina being Willem Dafoe now.
Yes.
except not as good.
Yeah.
Enlarge the containment field. Make it bigger and stronger than ever. We need money.
Again, I hate this part of the movie. For a couple, I'll bring it up when it actually happens.
That's right. The real crime would be not to finish what we started.
No, that's not it at all. The sad thing is, there are only 25 pounds of tritium on the whole planet. Why would you risk building a device that would eventually run out?
Okay, that part, like...
Green punch back, no punch back. And how do you know there are only 25 pounds on the whole planet? Have you checked the whole planet?
Yes,
It's like Joel
My
McHale.
Uncle Ben's life insurance. Yes. But I'm afraid it's just not
I think that's Joel McHale. What are you doing in this movie?
Oh, but I'm getting piano lessons again.
You are? Ow! Oh, ow!
Was she supposed to have kicked Peter?
We appreciate that you've just opened up
I
a
guess
new
so.
Super Saver account with us today. But the fact is, you do not have the assets to justify this loan. I'm sorry.
At least we get the toaster.
Actually, that's only with a deposit of 300 or more.
What do you even need a toaster for?
You get a free toaster, you get a free toaster, man.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Okay, what? Meanwhile, on the Fox Spiderman cartoon. God, why does every...
Wait. Hold on.
Don't leave me.
Some hero.
Oh, that boy of yours is a real hero.
Hold it! All of them!
Okay, see, my comic book nerd is like, Doc Ock is wearing the original costume, that's awesome. And then the other half of me is, Doc Ock needs machine parts, correct? So why is he robbing a bank instead of getting the machine parts and robbing them? Does he just get all of these cartoonish bags of gold coins? Oh my god. Does he actually get all of these bags of gold coins and order it on Amazon? And then it just delivers it to the Scary Bay place? Or does he just go up to somebody and be like,
Wait.
oh my god, convenient, plot is convenient.
And then it just conveniently comes back to him a
See,
second
and
later.
also, again, I really like here...
Ow!
I really like here how Doc Ock just honestly just becomes an asshole.
Getting on my nerves.
I have a knack for that.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's dead, sorry.
Please just kill him. Like,
Okay, now his webs work.
what? They didn't
Again.
work 2 seconds ago!
Plot.
Plot is dumb. Bad plot. That is a bad plot.
Again, practical effects are impressive, but doesn't make me like the movie anymore. Same thing with Titanic.
You can polish a turd all you want, it's still a turd.
Yeah, again. And again, here, it's like, my problem with Doc Ock is not, like, the fact that, like, His character arc would be decently believable. First of all, why did he grab Aunt May? There was like 20 other people there. Plot. Second of all, oh wait a minute, I have to be quiet for this part. Who can forget? Who can forget?
Hand her over.
Okay, here.
Easy now. Butterfingers.
Okay, why is Doc Ock suddenly like a jackass? Like, look, I get it. His character's gone through a bit of a transformation because he's a villain now. But why does he suddenly want to kill old women? Like, and why is he just like, oh, I just dropped, like, he was never a snarky asshole.
Before.
Yeah, but now he's a snarky asshole because his wife died? That doesn't make sense character-wise.
There was no proper transition. He just is that way now.
And everyone's like, oh, he's acting different because of the arms. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't buy that. It's just a dumb plot device. That kind of stuff is lazy.
If the
really lazy.
if the AI didn't exist in the arms, people would agree with us.
Again, it's like the AI in the arms shouldn't be in there, but the AI in the arms justifies dumb plot devices later, so then people can complain about it. Admittedly, I like the part that happens with Aunt May. I mean, the action's good. Like, look, it's really good effects. Could not say the same for Lost World. It's
convenient.
Funny. Thank you.
How did she not look down and see that 2 seconds ago?
But it's just, no, it's funny.
You've stuck your webs in my business for the last time.
Other than
This woman's death on your conscience.
This is the first time you've encountered him.
Yeah, no, second time. Remember, he noticed him in the lab, but like he didn't do anything to him then.
That was my point.
Look, it's the smartest thing anyone does in this movie. Like, him trying to kill Spider-Man like that was legitimately clever, and her trying to stop him like that was also legitimately clever. Why can't the rest of the movie be like that?
Why doesn't Aunt May know Peter is Spider-Man?
What, random two hot women? Of course, not a single bullet hits him. Oh, at least he got those two cartoonishly dumb bags of money.
Oh yeah, because then that way we don't have to waste time.
Again, now that he has the money, what, like, does he just randomly go to a place and be like, oh yeah, I need 2 things of titanium, fusion bar things, like...
That would be $2 million.
Like, yeah, I'm like... See, like, he has, like, 20 other women who would just fuck him on the spot, and then he's like, I'm gonna go for Mary Jane, she's the selfish bitch, right? My god. Nothing in this movie, just... The context of this movie is
Why
completely
the character Peter Parker never matured?
Well, not only that, it's just that nothing, like, the context of every single character's relationship with everyone else just does not make sense.
Man?
Sure, go ahead.
And people are just like, just ignore it. And I'm like, I can't. It's the entire movie. Every scene is like this.
What random photographer just walks up to a random couple and says, "May I take your picture?"
God, and now Harry's a dick, too.
Hey, might want to take it easy, buddy. What?
Why is Harry here?
Would you be drinking if you lost a
High
bundle
society,
and some crack
question
copies?
mark.
I was going to take you with him to fame and fortune. To mention your friend the Bug.
Not tonight,
He's an
Harry.
arachnid.
Until I find him, it's 24/7.
Parker! Parker!
You know, I just realized they did this plot better in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Come on, what do you think?
I've been saying that for years.
Well,
Son of my
years.
wife with the ministry.
Yeah.
That movie has not been out for a year.
Get a shot of us with the DA.
Beautiful dress.
But anyway,
Oh, here, get a shot
like,
of the mayor and his girlfriend.
in that movie, Peter Parker... that was funny.
Ladies and
Peter
gentlemen,
Parker,
good evening.
like, had legitimate information on Spider-Man, and instead of then just nothing happening with it, he actually, like, went as Spider-Man to talk to Harry and tried to deal with it that way, and it just didn't work. So why didn't we do that in this movie? Why wouldn't?
Because the script wouldn't let him.
J. Jonah Jameson Jr. This movie's writing is really, really shit. I am still amazed at Mary Jane, even though she's a selfish biatch. Okay, what is with this gag? This has happened 5 times. Like, Peter reaches for something, but someone steals it anyway. Like, gag. Like, how many times are we gonna do that?
And what's weird is, even though Peter is just suffered a sad, traumatic scene, he goes for something on the tray just for the sake of grabbing it.
Yeah, it's just like, the comedy is really good, like the jokes and stuff.
And I can't keep thinking about you. It's too painful.
Then don't think about him.
Whatever that
Oh God.
Day by day, gazed upon her.
Day by day, he sounds like a stalker. Stop talking.
Day by day, this movie was horrible.
Can I get you a drink?
Okay, first of all, why does Mary Jane talking about this like they had a relationship at one point? They never
John
ever
has seen my
established.
show 5 times. Harry has seen it twice. Aunt May has seen it. My sick mother got out of bed to see it.
You guys
Even my
never
father.
dated once.
He came
You weren't
backstage
even
to
really
borrow cash.
friends, and she's like so offended by this.
Not
It's
my
like,
best friend.
what?
Who
Like,
cares
what kind of
so much about
self-righteous
me?
indignation?
When did they become best friends?
Apparently, between like, where was
After
Spider-Man
all these
1.5? How did Harry and Peter
Nothing
not
makes
live
better
in the
than
same place
kissing.
anymore? What happened between Peter and MJ? Like, there could honestly be another movie in between Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 to explain all of these random, stupid things. Oh my God, he finally got something. And it's empty. Never mind. Okay, you know what? That was funny. And it's only because of Peter's suffering.
And again, he grabbed it for the sake of grabbing it, just even though his motivation after what scene he just witnessed wouldn't make him want to.
Yes.
Piss me off your loyalty to Spider-Man and not your best friend. I find him with my father's body.
Nobody is nice to Peter Parker, the movie.
Hey, don't push me. Don't act like you're my friend.
There's nothing to like about any of the characters in this movie. They're
Stole
all
my father's
assholes.
love.
And they're not even
Guy.
assholes for a good reason.
Intern and the freak.
Like, in a movie like
Isn't that right?
Birdman, where some of the actors
Huh?
act like assholes,
Isn't that right?
they have reasons
Huh,
to
brother?
act like them.
What the fuck did
Like,
we
where
just
did this
watch?
come from? Like, I
He's
hate,
drunk.
Like, but still, like, I hate Harry, I hate MJ, I hate,
Ladies
like,
and gentlemen, I just want you all to know
God.
that the
And Peter's just the
beautiful
biggest
Mary
wet
Jane
blanket
Watson
in the history of wet
just agreed
blankets.
to marry me.
Oh, good.
And not to mention, like, plot point that comes out of nowhere because it, like, again, we're how far into this movie? We are almost an hour into this movie, and it has been nothing but horrible things happening to Peter.
Parker, wake up! Wake up! Shoot the picture!
It's like, it's supposed to be the tragedy. It's like, fuck you. I'm sorry, but, like... if
She
you
just said she's seeing someone. Why would you agree to marry him if you've only ever been seeing him for that long?
You know what bugs me is that, like, everyone gets on these movies for being like, oh, these movies still know how to have a sense of humor. But you know what? The movie that did this whole character arc much better is The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight, which people get on Nolan for being all like, oh, Nolan's movies no one acts like people and everyone's really humorless. I'm like, there are characters in The Dark Knight that are, like, there for the sake of humor or comedy or, like, have good jokes. But, like, in The Dark Knight, it's like, yes, there's a ton of horrible things that happen to Batman, and that's what gets him up for, like, you know, the third movie, because this is supposed to be the fall of Batman, and, you know, he's supposed to rise in the third movie, because haha. But, like, there's parts in that movie where good things happen to him. Like, he's, there, you know, he doesn't just fail for the first half of a movie. Whereas in this, it
Oh
just
god,
feels like,
this part.
oh god. This movie just feels
Why
like,
is he losing his powers?
well, we've already gone over this bullshit. But it's like, and it doesn't even make sense, like, scientifically. Because, like, I know people are going to get on me because, like, scientifically, it's a super movie, shut up. But it's like, the first movie, like, it shows, like, the fibers on his hands,
Yeah.
like, grow out like a spider. That's how he clings to stuff. Okay, so does that just not work now? Like, do they just decide not to grow?
And then they decide to grow back later in the movie?
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I have a
losing
new
the
theory. This
power-
movie's just terrible.
That's not new. This movie sucks. See, he ordered them on Amazon with gold coins. How? If he could have gotten all this shit in crates, why didn't he just rob it?
Why rob the bank and steal
Instead of
money?
robbing the middleman, but let's just... It's dumb.
Comic
it's
book.
dumb. It's
Because he robbed the bank in the
comic
comic
book villain. It's like, why can't comic book villains make sense? If he went and robbed a shipping yard, then he wouldn't have robbed a shipping yard. Oh god, scene transition.
You seem very okay.
You missed the scene translation earlier of him bringing the newspaper from the alley.
Yeah, I know. I didn't miss it. I noticed it. It was just still there. I mean, whatever.
Oh god, this exposition.
Heartbreak, bad dreams. There is one dream where, in my dream, I'm Spider-Man, but I'm losing my powers.
That guy looks familiar.
And I keep falling. Oh.
Wait.
Is that Sam Raimi's brother?
So you're
Is that Ivan Raimi? It might not be, but it also,
But
I don't
actually,
know. It looks kind of like
It's
him.
not even my dream, it's a friend of
Let
mine's
me
dream.
look this up.
He just said it's not even my dream, it's a friend of my dreams.
Like, you just use the, worst comment. Dude, is this like the here's the real truth scene? Because he was just
Why
like,
does he climb these walls? What does he think of himself?
here's the real truth, kid.
That's the problem. He doesn't.
Why is this Peter so conservative about keeping his identity a secret? It's like, in my dream. No, not even my dream. It's a friend of mine's
He doesn't
dream.
even really technically have an excuse for, like...
Not supposed to be.
Or why
that would be an interesting angle if a superhero movie
That's why
finally
you
just, had a superhero that didn't care about their identity.
Always
Oh,
have
wait a
choice.
minute. Iron Man.
It's like, I get, but he has no reason as to why he doesn't care about his identity.
Yeah, like, with Iron Man it makes sense because it's like everybody already knows Tony Stark, so why not? You know?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of aspect is unique. Like, other Marvel movies take this concept and do it more interestingly. Oh, yeah, because we have to hammer in the responsibility theme with the first movie.
But I
It's
mean, like, in the
Peter
amazing...
is the most overly responsible human being on the face of the planet right now. It's his responsibility that's holding him back, and yet there's still just like responsibility. Feel the emotion of this
But I mean,
movie.
like,
And I'm like,
in the
"Oh,
Amazing Spider-Man, he would take off his mask and reveal his identity when the circumstances required it. But here, he's just like
he
doing
wouldn't
it.
do it."
But here it's for the stupidest thing ever. In my dream, I'm Spider-Man. No, not even my dream. It's a friend of mine's dream. Like, who
But, like-
cares? He's your fucking doctor.
Well, because his doctor might tell if he knows he's Spider-Man. I mean, I guess that's the point. But like, again, it doesn't give an outright justification for it for some reason.
This was
Yeah,
just...
by the way, this scene always struck me as being even as a kid, I thought this was dumb.
The only reason this scene exists is just so Cliff Robertson couldn't come back.
I guess.
No.
Because Martin Sheen said he wanted to come back for ASM2 because he loved making the first film.
Just Peter Parker.
So I thought they were going to do something like this in that movie.
Spider-Man.
Even him saying this in this emotional moment, I don't buy it. I'm sorry, his acting is so good.
But like, I don't get this. Did he talk to Uncle Ben's spirit that said, "And I'm Spider-Man no more," and then his powers
It's
just
supposed
disappear
to represent
altogether?
internal conflict, I guess. I don't.
This movie is trying too hard to be artsy.
It actually kind of is, and it's for coming from Sam Raimi, which is like, what? Wow, that green screen's not a green screen at all.
Why do you throw away the suit? Why not just put it under your bed and bury it?
Because it's supposed to be him moving
and
on.
you just never.
Like, it's such a cliche to do this. Like,
And everyone praises it because it's an homage to something that happened in the comic. Who gives a shit if it happened in the comics?
it's supposed to be like, oh, it's like an image in a I don't care. The composition, whatever.
It's like
Why
just
did it fade out in his eyes? Oh god.
this movie had the balls to put this song in the movie, so therefore it's good. I've heard someone say that. Like
so
when
much.
someone
I hate this. Like, not just because it's stupid, and not just because it's already hitting you with a sledgehammer, and it's just hitting you with another sledgehammer again. It's because it's like... It's like trying to be self-aware. And in trying to be self-aware, you fail. I feel like it's like nudging the audience, being like, we get it, we understand what's funny, and this is funny. It's like we're purposefully making, like, look at this. Look, like, it's trying too hard. Like,
You know what's sad? I saw back in 2012 when ASM1 first came out, there were 3 guys that own a YouTube review show together. I can't remember the name of it. 2 out of the 3 of them came out of the theater loving ASM1. 1 of them came out hating it. and he was talking about this why Spider-Man 2 is so much better, and the other guys were like, what, you mean that stupid sequence with raindrops keep falling on my head? And he was like, yeah, that movie had the balls to put that song in the movie. I'm like,
I'm sorry, but I don't care. This scene is terrible. I
that
hate
song
it.
is dumb.
I hate this scene.
0.23 electron volts.
Wow, that was a good cue card.
Yeah. 0.23 electron volts. Oh god,
Excellent work today,
no,
Parker.
it's just like it's
Wait,
just
wait,
so,
wait,
like,
wait, watch this.
No, I know, but it's like I feel like I'm being like this scene is insulting to my intelligence as an audience member.
Well, I'm not really wicked at all, Cousin Cecily. You mustn't think that I'm wicked.
If you are not, then you have certainly...
The theater acting in this movie is better than the real
I hope you
acting.
have not been leading a double life, pretending
Guy
to be
next to
wicked
him looks so bored.
That would be hypocrisy.
Of course I
How
have
does
been
she
rather
magically
reckless.
know where Peter will or will not be?
And why does she care that? And why does him being there suddenly affect her acting?
Are you glad to hear it?
I am glad to hear it.
In fact, now you mention the subject, I have been very
That
bad.
is pretty much on par with the rest of the movie's acting, yeah.
You know
Wow,
what this
his eyes being so wide.
Spider-Man 1 and 2 established Mary Jane's love for acting and how she even said word for word in the first film, I want to act on stage for the rest of my life.
Yeah, the whole singing thing in Spider-Man 3, who cares?
Oh god.
I shine my shoes,
These movies
press
clearly
my
don't
pants,
care about
did
consistency
my homework.
between the movies.
I do my homework now. You want to get some chow mein?
As opposed to what you didn't do it before.
Yeah, we know this. He was the photographer there.
I always imagine you getting married on a hilltop.
Who's the groom?
That's not...
You
Okay.
haven't decided yet.
You think just because you
I
saw
have
my play,
700
you can talk
problems
me
with
up to getting
everything they
married?
say. He's like,
You once told me you loved me. I let things get
When?
away before. There was something I thought I had
when
to
was
do.
that?
I don't
In the
have
first
to.
one when she said she loved Spider-Man.
Too late.
Will you think
Okay.
about it?
Think about what?
Just like,
Picking
I
up
was
where we left
imagining you
off.
getting married on a hilltop.
Where was that?
And
We
he-
never got on. You can't get off if you don't get hung, Peter.
I don't think it's that simple.
Of course you don't, because you
They just stated they've never been in a
You don't
relationship
Exactly. But Mary Jane
not
is
an
just
empty
like,
seat
who's the
anymore.
groom? And it's like, a
different.
normal person's reaction was,
Punch
why are
bag,
you imagining
please.
me getting married in your spare time? Second of all, she taunts him with how much he likes her? What a bitch.
I have to go.
Why do you care? Why do you like her? What do you see in her? Mary Jane has displayed no qualities that I would think are attractive in a woman. Like, she is completely needy. She is entirely self-centered. She is relying on other people for her success, blatantly. She is, well, not very talented at what she does, but that's just me saying that. But it's like, she doesn't display any qualities that, like, when they finally get together in Spider-Man 3, I'm not like, yeah, they got together. Like, I don't...
Dear, we agreed to put on a wedding,
Thank God.
not go into
The
bankruptcy.
saving grace.
Caviar? What are we inviting the Tsar? Get some cheese and crackers, some of those little cocktail weenies.
Boss, I got a garbage man here who's got something you might want to see.
Don't tell me you have the head of an extraterrestrial in there, because if you do, he's the third guy this week.
Where the hell did you get that?
In the garbage.
The garbage. He must have given up. Thrown in the towel. Abandoned his sad little
Why doesn't he take this to the
masquerade.
New York Times?
I finally got to him. The power of the press triumphs.
Yeah, now look, I think I deserve a little something for this.
Give you $50.
I could get more than that on eBay.
All right, 100. Miss Brand, give this man his money and throw in a bar of soap.
Your wife is still on that line.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but he would have punched
Flour,
Jason
how
Jameson.
much? You spend any more on this thing, you can pick the daisies off my grave. Get plastic. Gotta go, big story.
If I were that garbage man, I would have immediately taken that mask back and just walked out with it.
Yeah. $100? Are you kidding me? Any other people were to give him $10,000. God. This lady.
Again, New York Times. Daily Report.
Look like David Kep. I'm sorry. No, you're not. You are not talking to your friend about how cute you think Tobey Maguire is. That is 48 layers of bullshit. You can still help.
Just because
I'm gonna turn to the camera and show them what my inner conflict is, because this movie doesn't know what subtlety is.
I'm sorry, but I can't help him unless I'm wearing a mask. That way no one will know I helped him.
It wasn't fair
It's like,
to have gone like that.
this movie is so
He was a
blatant about what its
peaceful man.
conflicts are. Like, in The Dark Knight, when there's that scene where he's just sitting there holding the Batman mask, and he's just sitting there looking at it, you feel what his conflict is. You've seen what's going on, and you know what he's thinking. Peter doesn't have to turn towards the camera and be like, there's a person being beaten up in the background, and I'm looking on in indifference. This explains what my dilemma is in this movie.
And
Also,
again,
the American flags. Again, really so.
Does this house change every single time it's in a new scene? I feel like this house is remodeled every time I see it.
wait, oh god, this scene.
It's just that
I don't remember it.
you wanted to take the subway and he wanted to drive you. If only I had stopped him, we'd all three of us be having tea together.
Wow, way to guilt trip me. God, he looks so bored.
What?
What happened to Uncle Ben?
You were at the library. You were doing your homework.
He drove me to the library, but I never went in.
What do you mean?
I went someplace else. Someplace where I thought I could win some money. To buy a car, because I wanted to impress Mary Jane. It happened so fast. I won the money, the guy wouldn't pay me, then he got robbed. The thief was running towards me. I could have stopped him, but I wanted
Instead of looking
revenge.
I'm going to look
I let him go.
like I smell the fart.
I let him get away. He wanted a car. He tried to take Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben said no. And then he shot him.
No, that was Flint Marko.
Uncle Ben.
Spider-Man 3 even ruins the one good scene in this movie.
Good scene in my
Being the
house.
only
I just...
one who did
The
right
whole
thing.
moral of this is confusing, because it's like, oh, the guy, like, he's winning money for Mary Jane, and then the guy wouldn't pay him back the money that he was going to get.
I held
And
his
so,
hand
freaking,
when he
the
died.
guy who kills Uncle Ben robs him, and then because Peter doesn't care about that, he lets him go, and then later he kills Uncle
I've
Ben,
tried to tell you so many times.
and, like, I don't understand, is Peter supposed to feel bad about the fact that he let Uncle Ben's killer go, or the fact that he just didn't apply justice to every aspect of his life, or that, like, he should have wanted, like, I just don't understand the moral there, and does he look confused here or something, because if he does, like, dude,
Where?
you did kind of just drop a bombshell. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
It cuts from the guilt a college student feels about causing the death of his uncle to a giant octopus man building a death machine.
Yep.
And people say the amazing films are totally awkward.
Again, I'm not the biggest fans of the amazing films ever, like some people, like maybe you might be, but like, Christ, they're still so much better than these. And, you know, people are like, oh, but Sony is like, yeah, I understand that there's a lot of, like, yeah, like, yes, Raimi probably put a lot more passion in these movies than Mark Webb got to because of Sony's meddling. I understand that, but the movies are better.
Your father only obsessed
They
over
just
his
are.
work.
Night, Bernard.
Hey Bernard, want to tell him the other half of the story that you haven't told him yet? That's
No,
gonna be
because
really helpful for this movie's
because
plot?
the original plan was to have him be a figment of imagination, so they built it up starting with this movie.
Yeah, which would be cool, but it's not, so I can criticize it however I want. I love this part. Because it's, like, trying to build tension, because it's like, does he hear something? But it's, like, obvious as to what it is, because, like, what else would it be?
I love this part. Wait.
Like,
No, wait, hold on. It's something that he does that makes him just...
What's with the Shyamalan camera swaying? It's like...
It's something Doc Ock does that makes the movie go, oh yeah, he's totally a bad guy, do
but
you
it's
get
still
it?
like, whoosh, whoosh. What's with this camera work?
It's the way he does this. Catch the drink.
Well, duh. I mean, that's the most prominent thing in the scene.
Otto, what do you want?
Precious tritium. I need more of it
It
this
has to
time.
be thundering in the background.
Is he supposed to be someone from the Matrix or something?
He does, actually.
You're a hack.
Why is Harry, like, an asshole sometimes, but, like, a Boy Scout other times? His character's really inconsistent.
Put me down. We'll make a deal.
Why don't you just break into his house and take the tritium by force?
That's a really good point. Why did there have to be a deal made here? How about...
Kill Spider-Man. Give you all the trees.
Because I, like every other villain, suddenly hate Spider-Man for no apparent reason.
Alive.
How do I find him?
Peter Parker.
Parker?
He takes pictures of Spider-Man for the Bugle.
That doesn't mean he knows him personally.
But comic books. Jacob, so of course he has to.
I don't understand why nobody else, other than us,
Makes these...
I mean, like, why does a filmmaker not ever go, just maybe because, even though this worked, or for a 1960s comic book movie, then it'll definitely work for a movie in the,
I love this
in the
tier.
2000s.
It's just like, crime is 75% off. Where's Spider-Man? Police are sure doing a good job, aren't they? Oh, good. This.
I mean, what did
again.
what did Inspector Lunge say? The police in this town are totally incompetent.
Yes, but this is New York City.
Why does there have to be a burning building and he has to save a baby in like
Because
every
it could
movie?
be a parallel to the first movie, because in the first movie he could save everybody because of his powers, and this movie doesn't have his powers, so it shows the hero is really a hero inside. Again, everything in this movie is surface level. There is no depth and there is no subtlety. There is nothing. Like a 6-year-old could get the symbolism in this movie. I'm so... This movie is more annoying than it is anything else. And the people that say it's not annoying piss me off because they just insist that it's a masterpiece and say like, oh no, there's nothing that could possibly be wrong with it. There's another thing that really confuses me. Okay, Peter feels bad because of MJ and loses his powers because of it. Alright, okay, that works. So, that's stupid. But Peter now feels fine. Right? We've established that, you know, the raindrops are falling on his head, they keep falling. But he supposedly feels better now. He's moved on because he's not Spider-Man. So, since he feels better, why are his powers not there?
Because he doesn't have feelings for MJ anymore.
So it's strictly driven by love.
Yeah.
And when he didn't feel that way in the first movie and had the powers anyway, just...
It's called the power of boners, Jake.
So done with this. This whole movie is...
Look what he does with the little girl!
I know, but it's so, like... This movie has no tension. She's dead. This movie has no tension.
Yeah, because Peter Parker is definitely gonna die halfway through the Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. This little girl is now Spider-Man. She helped lift him up. She is now the hero of this film.
It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi dangling on the edge in Phantom Menace. We know he's not gonna die because we've seen A New Hope.
Well, it's the middle of this movie. Like, even in the Phantom Menace, there's more tension, because you don't know who the main character of that fucking movie is, so you don't know who...
It's not that we don't know who the main character is, there is no main character.
Yeah, but here it's like, oh, yeah, and of course, it's just like, somebody died, so we have to hammer in the responsibility and guilt thing.
You got some guts, kid. Some poor soul got trapped on the 4th floor. Never made it out.
You look so concerned about that. The other guy's
why is every time he's sad in this movie, it's just him spacing out? Can you actually look genuinely sad one moment in this movie?
Oh no, Jake! Someone.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that eyes! God, all the scene transitions in this movie. All the scene transitions in this movie.
I have what I want. What I need.
Okay, this is a dilemma that works.
What am I supposed to do?
You're a nerd that doesn't want anything out of a personal life except for Mary Jane.
I shouldn't have.
Why do you? What?
Again, this chick is a better love interest. Sorry, that she just is.
I don't get it. What do you? Everything you want out of a personal life is just meaningless and bullshit. Why? There is no struggle here.
Hi.
There is.
I like this girl better than Mary Jane because she like has a personality.
I love this person.
Yeah.
Like
I love them together. They're cute.
They're cute.
Okay.
And even she's
Like he's even like
And a glass of milk.
She made him cookies. Like Mary.
That'd be nice.
That's the thing. Does Mary Jane ever do one thing for Peter in any of these movies?
She screams and asks for help.
No, she made him cookies. That is more than anything Mary Jane ever did. Why were you eating snickerdoodles with a fork? Weirdo.
I thought she said a piece of chocolate cake.
Oh, fine. Okay, then why did the crumbs look like a snickerdoodle? Okay, the movie froze.
Thank you.
And she's wearing a belly shirt. I ain't complaining.
No, that's my computer being a piece of shit.
Oh. Technical difficulties. This black screen is. What's a technical difficulty?
Never mind.
It's not 12 hours later. At all. Not even a little. Why would it be?
Thank you.
Damn, she has a flat stomach. Go for her, she's hotter than Mary Jane.
Got a message. It's your aunt.
Thanks.
You know, don't even bother trying to watch the movie with us. Just listen to our commentary because it's going to be so out of sync at this point.
Well, it's not going to be out of sync. You're going to edit it.
Okay, yeah, true. God, the casting in this movie.
What's going on?
Stupid
Oh, they gave me another few
kid.
weeks, but I decided to hell with it. I'm moving on. I found a small apartment.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm quite able to take care of things myself. And Henry Jackson across the street is giving me a hand, and I'm giving him $5.
That's Henry Jackson?
Yes. It's funny what happens in 2 years. 9 years old, has great ambitions.
Listen, about my last visit.
Pish posh, we needn't talk about it. It's water over the dam or under the bridge or wherever you like it.
Water over the dam? That implies the dam is flooding.
But you
That's
made
this
a
movie.
brave move in telling me the truth.
Does he look really uncomfortable right now, or is that just me?
And I thank you.
Yeah.
Why is this woman approaching me? I don't want to
Like, a lot of people call this the best Aunt May scene in any Spider-Man movie, and
Sally Field has a beat.
And I'm just like, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Tobey Maguire does nothing in this scene but stand there and listen to her talk. It's all Rosemary
you mean
Harris.
every Aunt May scene? That's literally all of them.
They have no chemistry. They're just there.
Let's start making out. Give the movie some fucking conflict.
Where are all my comic books?
Oh, those dreadful things.
Hell.
I gave those away.
I think I might have already said this, but I'll say it again.
I put the pins in the
Peter has
box.
more chemistry with Harry than Mary Jane.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Henry. You're getting tall.
Henry,
I like how she's like, oh, those dreadful things, ha ha ha, irony, do you get it?
You take
The
Spider-Man's
humor in this
pictures,
movie is
right?
fucking terrible.
I used to.
Where is he?
Henry and I agree.
See, when I first saw this movie, I thought that this was Aunt May's way of letting Peter know that she knew he was Spider-Man.
Why?
Why?
To try other things.
He'll be back, right?
Why is it that everyone in these movies assumes that just because he takes his picture for the paper,
He like goes and gets coffee with him.
and he knows him personally? He just shows up at the crime scene at the right time and takes fucking pictures. Why is that hard for everyone to believe?
Characters out there flying around like that, saving old girls like me. Lord
Oh yeah, I
knows,
forgot.
kids
That
like
action
him
scene a
need
few
to
minutes
hear
ago where Rosemary Harris gets
courageous,
kidnapped by Alfred Molina.
self-sacrificing
That was
people.
not a stunt double.
Setting examples for all of us.
Cool.
Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood
This
in the
conversation
rain for
is
hours
only relevant because
just
he's
to get a glimpse
Spider-Man,
of the one who taught him
and
to
she doesn't know he's
hold
Spider-Man.
on a second
So
longer.
What's
why
the
is
point?
why is she
I
saying
believe
this?
there's a hero in all of us.
Or it's supposed to hint that she does
Keeps
know.
us honest,
But she doesn't.
gives us strength, makes us noble.
Didn't you say you used to think that when you were little that you
Well,
thought?
Yeah,
allows us to
but she
die
doesn't
with
though.
Even though sometimes we have to be steady and give up the thing we want the most.
This conversation is only relevant
Even our dreams.
because you're Spider-Man.
Spider-Man did that for Henry, and he wonders where he's gone.
See, like,
He needs him.
you would think that, like, maybe she knows. No, she doesn't. She doesn't know. She's just saying this.
Lift that desk
Why?
and put it into the garage for me.
Because plot.
I don't know.
But don't strain
Because
yourself.
plot.
There is no practical reason as to why she's telling Peter this.
What idiot would try to jump from building to building?
Dude, you realize this is Peter Parker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The music in this scene is too good. Get
Strong
out.
focus on what I want.
Thank you for telling the audience that. I really needed to know that because I'm stupid and I couldn't figure it out on my own based on what was happening. Face. He looks more like the horse than Seabiscuit now.
Oh
Now he
god.
looks like the Green Goblin. Why does he scream that as soon as he jumps? Like, because he could... Dude, he totally just Wile E. Coyote. Like, he was there in the air for like a solid 2 Yep, no, he's dead.
Even with superhuman strength, can you survive a fall like that?
Got it.
My back. Oh, my back.
That's all you get from that fall?
I like, it's like, I'm back! My back! Get it?
Watch this. To...
Oh, no, it's... I remember. Everything he touches turns to shit.
That's this movie's way of showing comedy.
Yep.
Honey,
I just...
sure don't want a bunch of...
When Tobey Maguire got injured...
God, this guy is so boring, he wears a white t-shirt and jeans.
Positive.
That's us.
Oh, he was your pal.
Well, yeah,
Peter
but
Parker.
shut up. You're not wearing that right now.
He's just a great big jerk.
I'm talking about movie-wise.
Full of great big jerks.
You're adorable.
Really? Is he?
You're just jerking off with them until Peter
I'm
comes
Sorry,
to his
well,
senses.
she's what with him?
Yeah, just do it.
She's just fooling around with him or leading him on until Peter pipes up.
Pipes up?
Like, what a
You
bitch.
really, you really know how to use relationship lingo.
No, I don't.
That was me being sarcastic.
I know.
Put your arm down. I feel like Mary Jane's face is just gonna melt onto him. Just like...
She wasn't... That was the...
That was like the worst kiss.
Back on the moon.
She was just like sucking his face.
Awkwardly, albeit.
And it pisses me off how, like, Tobey Maguire was injured during the filming of Seabiscuit and was nearly replaced by Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie.
God, don't even taunt me. It's just like one of my least favorite actors could have been replaced with my favorite actor. Yeah, cool. Fine, I don't care. I don't care at all.
How do you
I
get
don't care.
injured filming Seabiscuit?
They confused him for the horse.
Hiya.
Oh,
Surprise.
God, here we go.
Thanks for coming.
This scene,
Everything okay?
no one ever mentions this. They just let
You
this
might
go
say
by.
so.
Nope.
This is funny. I'm not sure how to begin. You know how our minds play tricks on us.
Tell me about it.
Well, mine did a real number on me. Some part of me heard what you had to say after the show that night. That
When?
you were different. But I didn't want to listen. I was afraid to trust you.
Why?
But
see, why is she afraid to trust him? Has he lied to her in the past?
There's more for me
He
to say.
disappointed her by not going to her play.
I maybe rushed into things. I thought...
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
What?
I'm saying...
He's...
What?
I thought I could be there for you, Mary Jane. But I can't. My mind...
She looks like she is in a legitimate coma right now.
Well, then why did you check out all those books on poetry if you wanted to impress her?
He's lying to her. We know that.
Do you love me or not?
Why?
Because people talk like that.
Don't.
You don't.
Now you're just throwing it in his face. You are a horrible person. Why are you crying right now? You have no reason. You are getting married.
Wait, what? You are engaged and you just told him to kiss you.
Oh my god, I hate Mary Jane.
Just one kiss.
She is the worst.
I mean, if John Jameson told his old ex-girlfriend to kiss him one time...
I'm sure she'd be fine with it. Oh, here we go.
Why did that somehow make his powers go back?
I guess, but like...
Plot?
Okay. Alright, guys. Let's look here for a second. This is Otto Octavius trying to get a hold of Peter Parker to get Spider-Man, right? Someone who he needs. So, if Peter Parker wasn't Spider-Man in this scenario, he would have died. Doc Ock doesn't know that, and he just threw a car at him. But, no, that first of all, also, how did he throw a car at him if he's not... What?
Yeah, he's not in that shot.
What? How do you throw a car at him? Okay, but what bugs me here is that, like, he threw a car at Peter Parker. If he wasn't Spider-Man, he would have died, so then Doc Ock would have just killed, like, 2 people, and then he wouldn't have Peter Parker to tell him where Spider-Man is.
And the girlfriend.
Why does everyone just assume that she's...
I want you to find your friend, Spider-Man. Tell him to meet me at the West Side Tower at 3 o'clock.
I don't know where he is.
Find him. Or I'll peel the flesh off her bones.
If you lay one finger on her...
You'll do what?
You know what, though? That one dialogue exchange, though, that managed to convey how intimidating Doc Ock is, at least. But dear God, I just can't... I cannot... I like how she didn't even realize she was being kidnapped for a full 2 seconds there. She was just like, oh, are these arms wrapping around me? Oh, no.
How many times is the climax of the film going to be MJ gets captured, Spider-Man has to save her, the end?
Every movie. That happens in every movie. CGI. Oh, wait, here we go.
When Peter was thrown against the brick... When Peter Parker was thrown against that brick wall, that definitely should have killed him.
Probably. But, like, seriously, why did Doc Ock throw that car?
Also, now for some reason, his glasses are blurry again.
Well, because the point is he's getting his powers back.
But why did he lose them? How did he get them back in the first place?
We talked about how he lost them because of Mary Jane. Blah, blah, blah. But how is he, like, I don't...
The power of boners brought them back?
Yep. But just, the Doc Ock throwing the car, it's so stupid.
Oh, I love this scene.
Still no word on the whereabouts of your son's fiance. Sorry, John.
It's all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away.
He was the only one who could have stopped Octavius.
Yes.
Did he just make fun of how repetitious this movie is?
Was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid
His character development here is better than any single character in every movie.
I want Spider-Man!
I want that. That was quick. That was a quick article. Okay, so they printed out that newspaper, but the point is that Peter just stole that so he could go chase Octavius, like, immediately.
Yeah.
So, okay. Passage of time. What is it? What is
it's Sam Raimi going, I want to do this cool little transition shot.
Yeah. Okay, that was admittedly kind of cool looking. A Spider-Man movie.
Where is that web?
Tower.
Where is that web attached to when he's swinging down over?
Where is she?
Don't know.
Oh, she'll be just fine. Let's talk.
And again, one thing I like about the Amazing films is when Spider-Man swings down, he tries to talk them down as opposed to just swinging in and just immediately starting punching shit.
That's true. Good job. Good job. I mean, again, I'll give this movie credit. Its action is still really good. It's definitely better than Amazing Spider-Man. It's better than Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, when someone calls this train sequence the best action scene they've ever seen in their life, I'm like,
I mean, as a secluded action scene by itself, it's pretty good, but I'm not saying it's like top 10 of all time material here.
I'm like, clearly you haven't seen very many movies.
Yeah, like, to say this is better than literally anything in Terminator 2, no.
Or Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park doesn't have any action scenes.
No.
Way to make that point. I mean, again...
Or the Avengers.
Cool. This is cool, yeah, I mean, this is cool, but like...
The Dark Knight has this movie.
Oh, the entire tunnel sequence of The Dark Knight? No. No! That scene is, like, completely practical and completely trumps the scene. I mean, again, it's mostly CGI, and the CGI is really good, but...
Or in the sewer with, Batman versus Bane.
Yeah. Personally, though, like, this movie doesn't even come close to being better than anything in any parts of Kill Bill 1 or 2. It's not even close. And that movie had no CGI. And it came out, what, 2 years before this movie? Pop goes the weasel. Again, this is still really cool, but... And, you know, I will give props here, too. This is probably the best Spider-Man action scene, Amazing Films included. I don't like admitting that, but...
But again, Doc Ock just throws one human at a time and stands there and...
This is the scene's biggest problem, is that there's no tension.
And he stands there and waits for Spider-Man to save them before he throws someone else.
Yeah,
instead
that
of,
guy was really bad CGI, though.
Instead of grabbing a whole handful of people, throwing them all at once, and then continuously grabbing another handful and throwing them all at once while Spider-Man's catching them.
This is really more of a video game boss fight than anything. Because, like, there's no tension here. We know Doc Ock's not going to die, we know Spider-Man's not going to die, we know the people aren't going to die. So all the tension that this scene has is completely just gone.
If you pull that out, wouldn't the train just stop moving?
No, not necessarily. Convenient.
God.
Very convenient now that I think about it. Never really thought about it before.
Tell everyone to hang on! Break your down!
Yeah, again, this is cool, but... Nice. How many shins is that, Peter? Show me again. At least 30.
Any more bright ideas? I got a few. Yeah.
He's trying to save...
I was about to say, he's trying to save you all from an imminent death. You might want to try to take a nicer tone there, sir.
But then he's, like, with them.
Yeah, again, this part here is probably the most effective part of the scene, because it is decently good and it's well shot.
But then again, the tension is lost because it tries to do the Spider-Man nearly died scene, even though it just did that last movie, and it's going to do it again next movie.
Yeah, but it doesn't work in the first... Like, it doesn't work at all, because we know that the hero isn't going to die.
Oh yeah, because...
Like, how many superhero films exist where the hero dies? Like, actually, I'm trying to think about that. Is there any? Like, the main title hero. I can't really think of any. I'm sure there are, I'm just not thinking of one, maybe? Maybe not. Never mind.
Fantastic Four, because the spirit of the actors died.
You know what, again, I'll give this movie more credit, because, I don't want people to think that I just hate it blindly. I would watch this over the new Fantastic Four, or the old Fantastic Four, any day of the week. It is far better than any of those movies, especially the new Fantastic Four. Oh my god. I would rather watch this than that boring train wreck. Train wreck.
He's not dead, Sam Raimi.
But we gotta do this whole scene to... Doc Ock actually comes back?
Yeah.
Why? He was like, hey, she's over here. This whole scene, too, doesn't really make sense in the context of what's going on. Because it's like Doc Ock's supposed to bring him back. So what if he killed him here? You'd have nothing to give to Harry, and then you'd have to rob him. Maybe you should have robbed him to begin with.
Yeah, he hates Spider-Man because Harry told him to. That's a great reason for your main villain to hate the hero.
It's just, everybody just does.
He's just a kid. No older than my son.
I mean, I like the idea of this scene, and it's okay, but then Doc Ock shows up and ruins it.
He's just like, no, people, no, I can't, no.
Well, that never actually goes unspoke. Like, it's just kind of...
It's alright.
I agree with
Like,
I agree with Nostalgia Critic. These kids are the best actors in this scene.
But here, like, the scene is decently, like, heartfelt and kind of subtle, but then Doc Ock shows up.
We won't tell nobody. Yeah. How can he trust, like, literally every person on this train to not tell a single person?
Well, that's the heart of the scene, which I can buy. I'm willing to suspend my disbelief, but then Doc Ock shows up, and then it's like, we gotta drive the point home even more. Because we're dumb.
Because bad things have to happen to Peter, the movie.
Yeah. Just checking up on you, making sure everything's okay.
Oh god, the acting right here.
You want to get to him, you gotta go through me.
And me.
Me too.
And me. And me.
Very well.
See, this is like the only part in the movie where I can get behind what the villain does, because, like, yeah, that's probably what would happen. God, the scene transitions in this movie are so awkward. I do not remember that.
I did not feel the need to go inside Tobey Maguire's chest.
Part of the movie sucks.
Did you want to go inside Tobey Maguire's chest?
No. God, I hate this part of the movie so much. I hate this so much. I hate it.
James Franco's performance is decent.
I guess, but the whole background as to... I love how he keeps in this cartoon-esque vault.
And why does Harry have all of the tritium that's ever on the entire planet?
Because rich people.
But there are bound to be people that are richer than Harry.
So? Doesn't mean they don't automatically have... Okay, I'm sorry, what? Okay, he can't move at the speed of sound.
And he would have made noise with the arms. Why do you just have a random knife on your table?
Because he's rich and he has things.
Yeah, you're just gonna slit the throat of the person that saves people.
And he doesn't ever once question whether or not Spider-Man actually killed him.
If only I could cause you the pain that you've caused me. First, we'll see who's behind the mask. I can look into your eyes as you die.
Okay, yeah. The performance is good, I'll give you that.
It can't be.
Some restraint that was.
Harry. Where is she? Where is he keeping her? He's got MJ.
No, all he wanted was the tritium.
Tritium. He's making the machine again. When that happens, she'll die along with half of
You sound very concerned.
Now, where is he?
Peter. He killed my father.
Can you...
There are bigger things happening here. Me and you.
You know, after
Okay,
this...
how hard is it to say, no, I didn't, then say there's more important things going on right now? He doesn't ever deny it. He didn't deny it in the first movie. He didn't deny it here. He just keeps it going because Raimi wants a subplot. It's sloppy. It's sloppy, 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 sloppy.
You know, after that dialogue exchange, if I were Harry, I wouldn't doubt that he killed him. Because he didn't try to deny it.
Got what you needed for your little science project. Now let me go.
I can't let you go. You'd bring the police. Not that anybody could stop me now that Spider-Man's dead.
So then let her go.
He's not dead. I don't believe you.
Believe it.
Nardo?
What was that? Are you just looking at the camera and that you know that Spider-Man's here?
I guess. But he just said Spider-Man's dead.
As soon as you get free.
I should have known Osborn wouldn't have the spine to finish you. Shut it down, Ock. You're gonna hurt a lot more people this time.
Well, that's a risk we're willing to take.
Well, I'm not.
I don't like how he tries to beat it the exact same way by just unplugging it. Other movies would actually just be like, he has to press a button instead of ripping it out. That was kind of satisfying. Suck a dick, Octavius.
Yeah, just keep on punching him instead of stopping the thing. You know. Please.
It's because her performance is so wooden, she's being sucked into the sun.
No, don't save her, please.
Wow, this is... Dude, if she died, I would be, like, so happy. I'd like this movie.
She would technically already be dead because she was that close to the sun.
Penalize bad morality.
No, but she was literally within inches of the sun. That would melt her face off. Why is
Well, I mean, technically everything in here should be liquid. But, you know, science.
Okay, this is...
Oh my god.
Hold on.
This is when people try to defend Mary Jane for being... The people who use this scene as an excuse to be like, well, Mary Jane did stuff. I'm sorry, but suck it.
Can you compare that to what Gwen Stacy did in the Amazing films?
Oh, you mean when she did things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God.
Again, there are plenty of problems with the Amazing movies, but Gwen Stacy's not one of them. She shits all over Kirsten Dunst in these movies. And that is a bona fide, stone-cold fact.
Hell,
like, that's not opinion. It's really just the chemistry in those movies is better.
Even the people whose reviews I've seen where they hate the Amazing films with a passion and love these movies agree that Gwen Stacy in the Amazing films is better.
And far better. This is when Alfred and Lena gave up.
We have to shut it down.
We have to shut it down.
How.
Peter Parker. Brilliant but lazy.
Look at what's happening. We must destroy it.
I can't destroy it.
I won't.
How was he not choking?
He is choking.
Once spoke to me about intelligence.
You would sound more like,
You once spoke to me about intelligence. Privilege. These things have turned you into something you're not.
yeah, earlier in the movie you said it's not a privilege, it's a gift, and now you're saying it's a privilege.
Like, that's just
Sloppy writing.
sloppy. Very
To do what's
sloppy.
right, we have to be steady and give up the thing we want the most. Even our dreams.
Finally, the morality of the movie seems more focused.
You know, the core ideas of this film
Are good.
about having the personal life of a superhero, having the inner struggle with his duties as the superhero. That sounds so interesting if it were done by a different director.
It's never really done by any other. Like, I don't think another movie's done that. Like, even the Amazing films didn't really do that. I don't think any other superhero movie's really done it either.
It's just done and executed sloppily.
I think the closest it's ever really come to is Captain America. Because in those movies you see, like, him kind of trying to be normal in parts. Like, in the parts where he's, like, talking to that girl who he knew back in, like, the 40s or whatever. And you see him, like, being a person who could have a normal life, but he's just kind of bound to it. And even then it's not all that obvious.
I'll do it.
But I mean, like, I would rather this is a much better movie, but it's still horrible, but I enjoy watching the first film more because Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. See, though, I like the end here, because the morality of the movie is a lot more focused in what it's trying to do. Because, like, it's trying to be, the message is that you sometimes need to accept the responsibility of the greater good over yourself. And basically, Peter does that by being Spider-Man, and Otto does that by killing himself and saving everyone. She's literally just been standing there waiting to ogle at the camera.
Except what doesn't make sense is now all of a sudden, by just going, listen to me, Elf, listen to me, the arms no longer control him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it looks like a Buster Keaton movie.
Why couldn't he have, Doc Ock have been like, listen to me now earlier in the movie?
Because he didn't try hard enough for him. More important things?
They have
More important things.
You two have about as much chemistry as a rack of lamb and a tuna fish sandwich.
Oh my god, like... Again...
What is it with everyone making funny, derpy faces?
It's like the Matrix when Morpheus yells. Again, I like the principle here, but the fact that Mary Jane and Peter are here to ruin this ending makes it worse.
Again, not to bring up Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood again, but when Father had the power of the sun in the palm of his hand, he was fucking bored.
Showed that type of villain better.
I will not die a monster.
Yeah, you will.
No, he won't.
Will water really be the thing that kills the sun, though?
Yeah. I mean, if theoretically you could extinguish it, I guess. Duck!
You need a shit ton of water.
That's a good thing, they're in a shit ton of water.
Bye-bye. Now, theoretically, he could have easily just swam up after that.
I mean, I guess, but... Poetic shit.
Poetic my ass when it doesn't make sense. Oh look, we get an obvious shot of Tobey Maguire's butt.
Spidey ass. How come no one ever sees these webs? This happens in Spider-Man 3 too. Did you?
I mean, when
you
you
are intelligent enough to say that you always knew.
like when you guys leave the scene, you just leave the webs up there. Do not real spiders not then take over the web?
Spider-Man will always have enemies.
What?
Like, I've always been curious, like an actual spider that just comes across that web made after they leave it behind. Do they not just be like, "Oh, I want to make this my home now"?
Looks like wax. I think that's so obviously wax.
Always be Spider-Man.
Yeah, the fact that she only decides to break up with her fiance and be with Peter, or because she knows she's Spider-Man, means she's not in love with Spider-Man. She's not in love with Peter. She's in love with Spider-Man. It's evident later during the third movie when he tries to bring up Spider-Man, the criticisms he gets every day of Spider-Man, and compare it to the criticisms in a review, and she throws it in his face.
Don't give me the horse thing. I forget how, like, weird and sloppy the last 10 minutes of this movie is. Like right starting here, I mean. Just like, I'm just gonna leave my wedding. Like, I don't even care that she leaves. Like, I think she's a bitch for doing it, but I don't care that she leaves this guy because I don't know who this guy is. He's just some Randy.
That just happened to be J. Jonah Jameson's son. That's his character.
Yeah.
The son of Peter's boss.
God. Thank God it's almost over.
No, Jake, we got another 2 hours
Pisses
left.
me off.
I want to watch a good Spider-Man movie now.
Well, then look other places than the Raimi trilogy.
I got 2 Mark Webb movies that I could watch.
Yep. Or the cartoon series. Probably the best incarnation of Spider-Man, honestly. Oh yeah, forgot about that?
Well, this scene's hilarious. This is comedic gold.
Oh my god, you are right. I forgot about this.
Hello?
Did someone just, like, fall asleep while holding the camera? Everything's off kilter all of a sudden. Okay, this is straight out of The Evil Dead.
Did the ghost of Willem Dafoe just open the door?
Yup.
I'm here.
Thank God! Shh. Where do you get your Willem Dafoe mirrors?
I'm alive in you, Harry. Now it's your turn.
Is that his random mom that's never been seen before?
Yep.
I'll make him pay. He's my best friend. And I'm your father. You're weak. You were always weak. You'll always be weak until you take control.
By listening to
The
me.
truth about Peter. Be strong, Harry. Avenge me. Avenge me!
I don't know which one's funnier, the Avenge Me or the No, because they're both really funny.
No!
No! Oh.
And I love how after this scene, Harry discovers, oh,
my father was a crazy murderer.
My dad was a crazy serial killer weirdo who dressed up as a Power Ranger to go murder people.
I'm sure Spider-Man wasn't, like, even though he thinks Spider-Man killed him and it's stupid, but nice jump scare, Raimi.
It's clear he clearly was not in the right of killing him.
No, not at all.
So now I'm gonna dress up as a Power Ranger to go murder people as well.
This is like the most obvious sequel bait ever.
And the most obvious redoing of...
It's foreshadowing on the best villain in Spider-Man 3, Sony.
You mean the
Yes, Harry, you will have forced character development. You will do things no rational person would do.
Oh god, here we go. Mary J is the biggest bitch. That girl, she's the biggest bitch that ever was a bitch. The biggest bitch in the world.
They sing that song from South Park?
Yup, because she is. See, here's the thing, too. Why does this never come back to bite her? Like, in Spider-Man 3, there's not, like, a scene where J. Jonah Jameson's like, hey, I kind of want to sue you. Like, he would, like, sue her in real life.
Technical difficulties, we're back.
The bride. She dumped your ass. You goofy.
Why is Harry there?
douchebag. He is wearing a green tie. Did you see that?
Why did she invite Harry to come to her wedding, but not Peter?
That photographer is so bored.
But I mean, like, why isn't Peter there, but why is Harry there?
Well, obvious. Marry her instead. But seriously, that's this movie's way of foreshadowing. Harry wore a green bow tie. He looks really torn up about it.
What? Why did she wait until...
Wait, oh.
Tell her not to open the caviar.
Yes!
That's all he did.
Look at this. Look at this dumb shit. Look at...
Why did she wait until their wedding...
She's so happy. What a bitch.
I'm
so glad that I'm leaving behind this other guy who I told I was gonna spend the rest of my life with, and Peter's just sitting in his apartment moping. You have a girl across the hall.
You know what's worse? Why did she wait until their wedding day to break up with him? Why didn't she wait until the day before?
Because poetry, I don't know.
God.
Day by day, he...
Day by day, I puked with passion.
You look really happy.
Peter.
Show some emotion, please, I beg of you.
She's smiling, but she doesn't show emotion. He even has a picture of her by his bed. That is so creepy.
They're best friends, Jake.
They're not best friends, though.
I know.
Even the person he's best friends with actually is Harry, and he's not supposed to be best friends.
Respect me enough to let me make my own decision.
Was that a conflict?
I know there will be risks.
She gets kidnapped anyway. I mean,
It's wrong.
every villain already thinks she's your girlfriend, so.
Have of ourselves.
Yeah, but you're not in love with Peter. You're in love with Spider-Man.
That's true.
So here I am, standing
But they're the same
doorway.
person. But here I am standing in the doorway. This is how I act.
That's like saying you want to marry Hannah Montana, but you're not in love with Miley Stewart. You're in love with Hannah Montana.
Did you just say Miley Stewart?
Miley Cyrus. I don't give a fuck.
Somebody saved your
No,
life.
you just let the entire internet know that you watched Hannah Montana enough to call her Miley Stewart.
Hey, I haven't watched that show in years. I just remember her last name.
Thank you.
Is that a crime?
Thank you, Mary Jane Watson.
God, I do not feel
Is it
any...
weird that I want to fuck Harry? Me too.
I do not feel any emotion or passion from when they make out.
It's just like when Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone did, I was like, yes! I want to see them together because they're cute. And then here it's just like, I don't...
Care. Did she just say go get him, Tiger?
She did, and he changed very quickly. If I close my eyes, I just hear the music. Yes, I like that.
Now I just realized Spider-Man 3 is the only film that doesn't end on a cheesy Spider-Man swinging across the city scene.
That being said, that's still the worst ending of the trilogy.
But come on, Harry dying is a lot better than Mary Jane leaving her husband.
No, but it ends with that dumb dance.
Oh yeah.
Does the final shot of this movie have to be of her? Ew. Ew, it actually is.
And somehow Kirsten Dunst and James Franco get top billing over Alfred Molina.
Here's where we talk about our thoughts of the movie. It sucks.
It's shit, don't watch it, bye. Hooray for repetition, that's how we ended the first one.
You know what,